14 Sex Techniques for Men. More often than not, men want to be exceptional in bed. The bad news is that not all sex is mind-boggling. We've compiled 14 sex techniques for men to help you achieve better sex that completely satisfies your partner.
1. Set the scene. You are getting into sexy relaxation mode after a long day at work. Hence, putting in a little effort won't hurt. As cliché as it may sound, dimming your bedroom lights is one of the easiest ways for more intimate alone time. Such a scene allows you and your partner to relax and unwind.
You can also play some music, whether soft and mellow or the jazzier type. The choice is in your hands, depending on what kind of scene you want to create. Heavy bass can be an excellent genre for a different type of sex. Be sure to curate a playlist of the same genre to keep the mood going. If you don't mind, candles are an excellent addition with a little more effort. Charming fragrances like chamomile, peony, and rose incite romantic feelings. Not only that, the candle's glow flatters your and your partner's bodies. One thing to note, don't leave them burning once you get distracted. On top of all, recreating an iconic movie sex scene can be exciting. Once done, you both may realize how ridiculous, awkward, and unnatural those scenes are, and get a good laugh. 2. Sex games. Sex is fun. With a bit of gamification, it can be a lot more. Truth or dare is sure to be one of the oldest tricks. Unfortunately, it's a bit lazy and dull. Here are some fresher ideas. Trivia games. Prepare a pack of cards with prompts so you can get to know each other better. Ensure that some of the question prompts are spicy and steamy. Freeze games. With this type, you can, for example, ask your partner to hold 2 coins on each of the backs of their hands for a specified period. When the game starts, do whatever it takes to get those coins off their hands. Sexy Jenga. Write a sexy command on each Jenga block, like kiss my neck or fondle my balls. When you or your partner successfully remove a piece from the tower, perform the command. A strip game. This is your chance to spice up a daily routine and turn it into a sexy time. Try taking your clothes off one after another during a commercial break. The rule is that you and your partner can't touch each other until you are completely naked. 3. Foreplay. It would help if you never skipped foreplays, regardless of how long you two have been together. Experts agree that foreplays contribute to stronger orgasms as they increase sensitivity. Due to stress and fatigue, women may also have difficulty getting wet, even though they're mentally aroused. We've talked about sex games. While they count as erotic simulation leading to sex, you shouldn't jump right to the deed once it's done. Making out, nibbling, and touching each other create intense sexual tension and anticipation. The slow build can lead to improved sex. Great foreplays are those that are experimental. Like sex, you need to try out different things and give your partner an element of surprise. So instead of just kissing, hugging, and frenetically rubbing your partner's clit, try different forms of touch. They include pulling, biting, scratching, slapping, and tracing every nook and cranny of your partner's body with the tip of your fingers. Ramp up the thrill by paying attention to your partner's erogenous zones, like inner thighs, lower back, and neck. Don't forget the gentle circular motion on the clit, if she allows it. 4, 6, 9. Giving or receiving a head is excellent. That said, if you and your partner are the same height, 6'9" can double the pleasure. Some women may feel awkward when their man goes down on her. Doing it simultaneously helps her let loose and be less self-conscious. 6'9" also results in reciprocation. Hence, you can expect a more intense blowjob featuring deep throating. With that being said, many people can't seem to enjoy 69. This group may only try it 2 times in all their lives. The first was out of curiosity, and the second was to see if it was not very good. Suppose you belong to this group. Don't worry, and don't force yourself to like it. 5. The good old missionary. Yeah, what's the fun in returning to the basics? This position is famous, apart from promoting intimacy due to how your bodies are entwined. You and your partner face each other when missionary. This opens up the opportunities for eye contact, and just how you can admire her beautiful face. Missionary sex is also great if you're the dominant type. This is because the position gives you complete control over the tempo and rhythm. However, you can decide which way to go with this position. You may want to love her nice and slow or go harder and faster. Celebrate closeness by caressing her cheek and kissing her lips. If you prefer going a bit rough, try pinning her hands above her head, give her love bites on the bust, and feel how your body rubs against hers. This will make you feel powerful, as if you have her all for yourself. On top of everything, don't overlook her legs. Here are some ideas. Pelvis lift. Benefit from a more direct G-spot stimulation by putting a pillow, rolled up blanket, or anything thick and soft under your partner's waist. Legs on the shoulder. Some couples agree that placing your partner's legs over the shoulder allows deeper penetration. It's one of the variations that promote dominance. Ankles together. Opt for this variation if your partner prefers clitoral to G-spot stimulation. However, it would help if you were longer than average to get the best sensation from this position. One leg up, one leg down. This position elevates the skin-to-skin contact with her inner and outer labia, two of the most overlooked parts. Also, you can always switch legs to see which one gives the better excitement for your partner. 6. Lay on each other's sides. Like the missionary position, laying on each other's sides improves intimacy as you can look at each other's faces while doing it. The difference is that this position allows your partners more control, enabling both parties to decide the speed and intensity. Sideways sex can also target the clit right for some women, resulting in quicker, even multiple orgasms. Win-win. 7. Keep her legs together. We've discussed how keeping the legs together in the missionary position and sideways sex can stimulate your partner's clit. How about keeping her legs together when she's on her stomach and entering her from behind? It feels amazing. This position results in a tighter sensation around your cock, and it also hits a good spot for your partner. Slide it in and out slowly to feel every part of your penis, rubbing every inch of her wet and warm pussy. You can also reach out to her clit and breasts to improve the arousal for your partner. If you want it rough, pushing your partner's lower back is one way to boost the pleasure, often calling for an automatic intensified thrusting. 8. Let her take the lead. There's nothing sexier than watching your girl come on top of you. The idea of her using your body to please herself is just sometimes too good to contain, and it's one of the keys to better sex. Watching every part of her body bounce is a significant part the cowgirl position has to offer. It's also known that women can come faster in this position, so if you don't take advantage of this, you're missing out on much fun. Once she comes, while her juice is flowing and her body is weak from the orgasm, you can invite her in your arms and take charge. You'll be amazed at how good it feels. Moreover, it may lead to a series of orgasms for your partner. 9. Standing doggy. A quickie is a great option for people on the go. It allows them to enjoy sex while keeping their schedule on track. One of the most popular positions for the quick sesh is standing doggy. As the name suggests, it's when you and your partner are both standing up, and you shove it from behind. Alternatively, your partner can be on top of a raised surface like a countertop or a high bed, and you're standing behind them. Additionally, standing doggy also works for people with breathing problems. As the penetrating partner, if you have breathing issues, this position grants plenty of breathing space and requires little movement. Suppose your partner has it. Keeping her head up is one of the most effective ways to prevent it. 10. Hold her hands. A sex and love coach, Susanna Weiss, once said, "If you're on top, you can pin your partner's hands down above their head. Doing so gives them a feeling of closeness and comfort, while being a little dominant and kinky." Back to intimacy, holding hands is one of the easiest ways to improve it, yet it's often overlooked. Make her feel loved and appreciated by holding her hands while kissing her body all over while you're fucking sideways or in the spoon position. 11. Sexting. While sexting is often associated with teenagers expressing themselves sexually in front of their crushes or young adults who want to hook up, studies show that people in a committed relationship engage in it too. Now, sexting is way beyond sending out the eggplant and peach emojis. Here are some tips to make it more exciting for both of you. Ease into it. You can't just jump into a sexting groove so abruptly. Instead, you can tell her first and foremost your feelings at the moment to signal her. For example, tell her, "I can't stop thinking about you," and see how she takes it. Ask action-based questions. Once you've got her consent, you can start to accelerate the process by asking about her fantasy, what she wants your hands to be, or which position she prefers. Also, never forget to tell her what you want to do to her. Use technology to your advantage. You can invest in a couple of vibrators to stimulate her from afar. Finish it off. Ending the sexy conversation can be awkward. Some tips for this are to tell your partner you're reaching your climax. Leave by saying something like, "You make me want you even more," or compliment her. One of the keys to great sexting is both parties being enthusiastic about it. Hence, it's essential to prioritize consent. 12. Dirty talking. The most prominent mistake men make in bed is not making any noise. Women love to hear you moan and grunt as much as you listen to her do that. Additionally, dirty talking during sex is a great way to keep the mood going. One of the easiest ways is to find the perfect sexy nicknames for both of you. Some men fancy being called daddy, and some are icky about it. Some women love to be called baby or princess, and some prefer derogatory names like naughty girl. In essence, dirty talking is sexting coming into life. Therefore, take notes on the previous section's tips for a steamier future sesh. 13. Move sex out of the bedroom. Do it in the kitchen. Take a hot shower together. Make use of that sofa bed you just bought. The good rule of thumb for great sex is never to fall into the common trap. You must experiment to keep the spark alive, including moving sex out of the bedroom. 14. Exercise and eat healthy. On top of everything, keeping a healthy habit helps improve your sex life. Regarding exercise, experts said, even as little as 15 minutes of exercise will improve self-esteem, self-image, and sex drive. After all, when your body is in great shape, the physical aspects of sex can be more enjoyable. Exercising also promotes cardiovascular health, which is necessary for erectile function. Food-wise, treating your body with balanced nutrition ensures healthy sex hormone production. On top of that, eating healthy reduces cholesterol, keeping your cardiovascular health top tier. Final words. You've learned 14 sex techniques to spice up your alone time in bed with your partner. You can consider them all for your next sexy time, but don't forget that sex is about comfort. So you can leave those that don't resonate. One last note, don't forget about aftercare. Sex doesn't end after an orgasm. Clean up your mess, give your partner a nice cuddle or massage, and take your time for a conversation.